and welcome back to another Let's Roleplay at Dragon Age 2. I am Marion Hawk, who's currently looking down at her wrists and arms for some reason. Yeah, we just cleared out a little thug's place in Lowtown. I have a new thing of new gloves. Let's see, and I actually want to put them on. So I just put on a new pair of boots last time, which actually goes with my outfit. Now let's see what these gloves do. Bloody Butcher's gloves. Actually, that's very fitting. But, wait. Why is the armor less? Odd. Kind of goes with the outfit as well. So, there's one less AC, but it gives me 2 more critical damage. 2% more. That's really not that much. However, the Freeman's gauntlets that we were wearing has a slot for runes. Do we have any runes? Because if we have any runes... I don't think... No, we have nothing. We have nothing, so you know what? It really doesn't matter. As we go up in seasons, I'm sure we'll find better equipment as we go. One thing we should actually be doing is looking for a better sword for, Fenris, and a better staff for Meryl, because they're not that great. Wherever they came from, wherever they got it from. I guess they couldn't afford to get better stuff. So, I have not leveled Fenris up yet before. So he's put a lot into strength. Sure, dexterity even does it. For all classes, increases the likelihood of landing a critical hit. Well, let's go like this. Actually, his willpower is low, so let's bring that up. Now, he is a two-handed guy. Let's go back here. Sunder. The warrior strikes carry such weight that critical hits gain a chance to stagger the victim. Very nice. Now, Varric has gained a season as well. I don't have to rely on him for opening up chests, so cunning does not have to be... Not like me. Doesn't have to be going up as high as I can get it. And let's continue on looking at Bianca. So Archer's Lance. This arrow carries such... Okay, let's... Punishing Lance, which adds to Archer's Lance. Archer's Lance sights through weaker opponents. Effectively kills... Instantly kills weaker opponents. Physical damage plus 50 versus all enemies along path. Physical damage 600% versus all brittle targets. And 400% all brittle. I never heard of that. 600 against brittle targets along the path. So why is... Oh, physical damage and then physical force. Those 2 different kinds. I actually can't choose that, so I kind of read that for no reason. How about Storm of Arrows? Hail of Arrows now sweeps across a greater area of the battlefield and slows most enemies to a crawl. Oh, cool. Alright. There's Samson again.
Courtesy of some interested friends.
I never meet anyone normal.
Rain is not the patient type.
Okay, so there's nothing left in Lowtown for us, so let's get out of here. Let's go up to Hightown. We want to help out Isabela. We're leaving. Leaving by the long way here. Wow, that actually sounded like an explosion far away. I felt the little bit of shakes. Was it just an earthquake? Or was it like a mine shaft collapsing somewhere under Kirkwall? Now, yeah, the only place else to go is Hightown at night. We'll go help Isabela with that request, which she's kind of oddly just put on me. She doesn't even know me. I've never met her before. But she seems to know her way with the blade. Don't know if she's a good or bad person or not. She may be neither. Definitely seemed very roguish. Here she is.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go wrong.
That's the wench we're looking for. Gut her.
Wow. Well, I'm going to charge it to you guys. Cricket, please come. Very nice. I like that unending explosive strike. Why do I want to call it unending flurry? It's not that. That was easy.
Hader sent them. Search the bodies. I need to find out where he is.
Where he lives. Hader's letter.
Hiding in the chantry and sending thugs to finish me off? Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
Okay, suddenly she really wants our help. Okay. Well, we'll see where this goes, but I do want compensation. So counting cricket, there's actually 6 of us in this group. Let's take this archer out. Wow. They have a lot of reinforcements coming. Didn't knock her down. And that's it. Small diamond. Well, that's a little bit of compensation. Not as much as I want, though. How about a few gold? Where... I think she ran off up here. She's a fast one. Okay, in we go. Going back in the chantry, probably to murder people. Why does this happen? Again. Last time we were here, we murdered that yeah, we murdered some Templars that are trying to kill us for...
Isabela, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head. And you let them scurry off into the wilds.
That's a lot of money.
And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
I don't know who she is or this business, but she's really in deep in some kind of crap here.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabela's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told her enough. I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
I don't agree with slavery, Isabela. Is that what you were up to?
Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
But he shouldn't have double-crossed her if they agreed to a duel. Now, that I disagree with. Oh, this is a very tough person, actually. Probably about the toughest we've ever come up against. Let's stun these guys. Now, Hader, feel my explosive strike.
Now you fall!
And Hader's down. More of his goons. That's fine.
Finish this!
Is that it?
Stab first, ask questions later.
Trust me, it's better this way. Castillon won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead, but that would be letting me off easy.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic.
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm. The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
Who is Castillon?
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to work for him. The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
What's this about you freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid Castillon to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery. Even I can see that's wrong.
Well, you know, I'm kind of a somewhat good judge of unsavory characters. Varric doesn't always tell the truth, but he tells a good story, so he's also a very likable guy. Isabella's kind of feels similar. She could be stretching the truth, but I think that she's a good person, if judging by her story about freeing the slaves. So I think I'm going to help her.
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
How convenient, so close. Okay, so it's time for Varric to go back to the Hanged Man. He's got a room there. And Isabela now join with us. She's actually not the last person to join the group. We are getting full, but we can only take 3 others besides myself at a time. Once in a while, like with a mission like this, you'll have another person. So, we probably have another person with terrible weapons, yes. Although, on the other hand, because she's a rogue like me and she even fights the same, I can always give her things that, as long as it's not meant just for me, like jewelry and weapons for her. So, she does physical damage, I take it. She better. So I've got a ring of physical damage. A belt of physical damage, if it would go. Oh, belts go up here. This ring can go there, and it's got an amulet, sorry. Slurring my words. Let's see. I do occasionally slur my words. That's something I do that when I'm tired. Now, what is this? Swashbuckler. She's like a pirate. Specialist, scoundrel. She's got 6 ability points, subterfuge. I don't have to make her just like me. I will give her perforate so her backstabs are better. Maybe I'll give her unforgiving chain as well. And murder. So, backstabs are better. Back. Now, let's give her subterfuge. She can be more of a stealthy type rogue than I am. She's got evade and chameleon's breath. The rogue tosses a flask that shatters in the haze of smoke, obscuring near By allies for a short time, which means that the enemy attacks are much more likely to miss them. Oh, okay. Chameleon's Cloud. The rogue gains access to a more potent version of Chameleon's Breath that persists longer and can obscure a larger group of allies. Interesting. Tactical withdrawal. The suddenness of the rogue's escape now frequently leaves enemies stunned. Very nice. Yeah, it's not a tree I care to go into, but you know what? It'd be interesting if she can do that in the battles we have. So Hater, the Bodice Ripper. That's every man's dream. The Sailor's Rope Belt. So it's a belt, but oh, my belt's not that great actually. I think I should go with that one. The Bodice Ripper is 31 damage per second. I think that I'll give that to Isabela. Let's see. What belt am I wearing? So, enemies drop better equipment. That's interesting, actually. Let's just give the belt to her, then. Sailor's Rope Belt. And then we'll give her the other weapon, the Bodice Ripper. Actually, isn't she wearing one of those? Like, you just use the Bodice Ripper, cut those strings right there. Everything about Isabela screams, have sex with me. And she acts on it, too. Especially if you know her personality. She, especially where you can have literally have a foursome with her in Dragon Age Origins. She's a bit of a tramp, but that's Isabela. I don't think there's going to be anything else here, so I don't know why I'm going up. Especially with what she's wearing, it's just a little over the top. But, on the other hand, despite her sexual alluredness, if that's even a word, she can definitely handle herself, and if she does not want anything to do with you, she'll slit your throat, so don't mess with Isabela. Now, where to go? Well, do we even go? No, see, the Winter Coast, you just go during the day, you can't even go during the night. But there's so much for us to do. Wilmot's camp. But you know what? I really think somebody wants to go to the gallows. Oh, there's not much left to do in the city. But you know what? I really need to go and upgrade our weapons. So to do that, let's go to Hightown by day. Yeah. Especially with a new person in the group that one of her weapons isn't very good. But, you know, thinking of that's going to cost money, isn't it?
I enjoy a man with markings like that.
You've enjoyed many, I suspect.
Where I come from, they're called tattoos. Sailors get them all the time.
Not made of lyrium, I'd imagine.
Not a one. And the pictures are different. Usually breasts.
I suppose a pair of lyrium breasts tattooed onto my chest would make things better.
That's me. I'm a helper.
Okay. That just gained Fenris a point in my mind. That was very cute. Now, where is... Fenris actually has a place in that Hightown mansion. I don't even know where it is, so... I think, can we go straight to it? Isn't it like right here? Yeah, we can't have Fenris because his equipment is not that great. Can't really have him come with us.
I don't want to see any trouble from you.
Oh. Who does she talk to? Bloody guards. Well, we don't need potions. We can sell her junk, though. We can sell this stuff. Freeman's gauntlets. I don't know if that... Lowtown Stompers. No, we can sell these things. Sell that. Keep those gloves. It might be better than what we have. Heartbreaker. That's Isabela's weapon. Maul. So it's a two-handed weapon. Nothing special. I really think we should keep our on the lookout for... This just doesn't... 22 cold damage. I don't even know what Meryl uses, to tell you the truth. What do you use, Meryl? Nature damage. Okay. I wish it had like a breakdown. Well, this is for her, and it gives her all the like fire, cold, and spirit damage increase, and then the ring gives electricity and nature damage increase. So it kind of Yeah, everything. I don't think it really matters what I give her. I think maybe because she's an elf that nature damage is more fitting. But you know what? We don't have money to go and spend on this equipping stuff. Sorry guys, you're just gonna have to...
No loitering.
Our group is gonna be less effective though, unfortunately, until we get better equipment with these guys. So the gallows, let's go finish that off. Kind of wasted time in Hightown. The Canari live on Parvolan, an island nation in the tropics far to the north.
How do you do that? Do what, kitten? You sort of swagger when you walk. I've been trying, but I trip over my own feet when I do it. You just strut. It's not something you practice. How do I learn it then? It comes to you, usually at night. It's like a lover, or maybe a burglar. Either it ravishes you, or runs off with all your jewelry, and you have to run it down and stab it in the heart. And that metaphor got a bit away from me, didn't it? I think it did, but it was certainly exciting.
Kirkwall may not have the best circle.
So, we're following up on Ninette, the woman we found the hand of. So, we're returning to Emmerich, the Templar who was investigating it.
Recognize your mage? This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Show some respect. I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
I would have... 3 gold. Oh man, that was definitely worth it. I would have been more respectful if you were like the husband or relative or somebody that was deeply affected by it, but maybe I went too far with that joke. Chantry. See, Fenris' mansion. He did want to speak to me. There are 14 circles of Magi in Thedas, excluding those in the Tevinter Imperium. The Circle of the Gallows in Kirkwall is one of the... Okay, so Fenris wanted to talk to me. That probably means that Meryl and Isabela are going to take a little bit of a walk.
Agrigio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
He's a likable fellow.
I can't imagine why they would be put off.
You say what's on your mind. I'll give you that.
And he's angry.
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You could have offered me a glass first, you know?
There's more, if you're really interested.
Perish the thought. How else would you redecorate the walls?
I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I've started a life here.
And that's it? You leave it behind so easily?
I lost my brother to the Blight.
And now he no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
Doesn't have anything to do with him no longer mattering. It's a bit of a sore point to me. I don't care to go back there. We've worked so hard in the last year to make a life here. We have his family history here. I'm as much a Kirkwall person as I am Ferelden, I suppose, but there's nothing back in Lothering. It's gone.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
Saharon.
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
He is very brooding, very intense.
Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like you want to stick around.
I could see myself staying, for the right reasons. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters.
Yes, you should.
Had I known Anso would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
You sound like you're about to ask for a loan.
Well, this mansion does require some upkeep. Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
Hopefully so. Alright, gonna end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.